All right, questions for Khris. Jim Ozarski.
Hey, Khris. I guess you kind of walk us through the pick and roll that ended up being the game winner. It looked like Bruce Brown got turned, and it just seemed like that was a space and spot for you. So how did you see that kind of develop there?
Yeah, I mean, it's a set that we run a lot, but then their coverage, it's a tough coverage to try to score out and make a play out of it. It's like a cat and mouse game pretty much. KD was waiting for him at the rim. Giannis was a little bit behind me, behind the roll. So just try to bait Bruce to get in front of me just a little bit where I can enough room to turn around and get to a shot that, can get to.
Giannis had said that after Game 6 that you guys were built for these games, these moments, and he's like, it's not a physical thing. It's sort of all the mental toughness. And I guess, was that a good example of that for you and Drew and Brooke, where maybe the game didn't start or there were some turnovers, but late shots were able to made, the right play was made, and it went in your favor?
Definitely. I mean, they made a couple plays where, you would think they were going to win the game, but we stayed with it. We were down majority of the game. We were down late in the fourth quarter. But, we stayed with it. We stayed resilient. We made, plays down the stretch. We got the stops that we needed to. We broke into a huge block at the rim for us. But it's all about just staying with it and just playing as hard as we can and being solid.
Was how difficult was that, though, to recollect, I guess, when Kevin hit that shot to send it to overtime? So what was your vantage point, of course, of that play and then that sort of brief period before the OT started?
When I seen that shot go out, I said I seen it before against me. But a couple of us said, we got lucky. His toe was on the line to call it a 2. But once he hits that shot, we got to forget about it. It's still ball game left. That wasn't a game. Get ourselves back together, recollect it. We were able to do that in overtime.
Eric Name.
I believe he's in the room with you, but what did you think when you saw Brooke losing his mind with 0.3 of a second left? That's the most animated I've ever seen Brooke, when he was celebrating, going crazy. Or did you not see it?
I actually did not see it at all. So I'm sure I'll see it at some point here on the bus or on the plane. But I didn't get a chance to see it.
For you defensively, you see Tuck go out, and the responsibilities. You're going to have KD. What are you thinking in that overtime? I know you played 50-plus minutes, and I can't imagine your legs are feeling very fresh knowing that you're going to have that responsibility for the final 3 minutes.
Man, it's just a battle of will at that point. I think Tuck did a great job making everything tough for him. He used all the fouls that he could just to wear him down, make it tough for him. And then my job is to do the same thing. Take my pressure, go full court, just make it work a little bit. And then, from there, just trying to make everything a tough shot for him, just like Tuck does.
Steve Ashburner.
Hi, Khris. First off, I was wondering, did you guys anticipate at all Brooklyn calling a timeout before that last, before KD came down at the end of overtime there? They had a timeout at the time. I thought maybe with the fatigue, they might have done that to get guys a little bit fresher for that last possession.
I mean, I really don't.
You were
timeout. Yeah, I mean, teams call timeout at random times. Sometimes we do the same thing. I don't know what they're thinking. Sometimes, I don't know the reason behind our timeouts, but Bell wants them, so he calls timeouts.
And when you start shooting, misfiring in a cold shooting night, are you confident if the game lasts long enough, it's going to turn in your favor, or are you just hoping?
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care how many shots I make, as long as I take great shots. That's all I'm worried about. Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, thanks, Khris.
Thanks.